Okay, we're going to talk about a plant you think you know, but in a place you would probably never expect. So try to forget pandas and pagodas for just a moment because we are diving into a story of surprising abundance, mind-blowing growth, and incredible green potential right in the heart of Africa. All right, do me a favor. When I say the word Africa, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it maybe the ancient pyramids rising out of the desert sand? Or perhaps a safari, kicking up dust across the vast Serengeti? You know, those are the classic, iconic images of an enormous continent. But I've got a question for you. I'm going to go out on a limb and say bamboo probably wasn't on that list, right? It might even sound a little out of place. And yet, this so-called miracle grass isn't just surviving in Africa, it's absolutely thriving. This is the story of Africa's hidden green gold, and it is a potential game changer. So, here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll get beyond those stereotypes of pandas and pyramids. Then, we'll uncover bamboo's surprisingly global footprint. We'll witness its incredible speed. Seriously, it's an explosion of growth. Then, we'll see how it's already changing lives across Africa, and finally, we'll ask what the future might hold for this amazing plant. All right, let's just dive right in and tackle that biggest misconception head on. For most of us, when we hear bamboo, our minds immediately go to Asia. China, Japan, and of course, pandas munching on it. But that's really only one chapter of a much, much bigger story.
The truth is, bamboo is way more of a globetrotter than most of us realize. And while Asia definitely has the most, it's not some exclusive club. After Asia and South America, Africa is actually the third richest continent in native bamboo species. We're talking about types like Oxytanthera abyssinica, which you can find all the way from Senegal clear down to South Africa.
And get this is the part that really surprised me. The country with the most bamboo in all of Africa, it's Ethiopia. Yeah, a nation we often associate with drought actually holds about 2/3 of the entire continent's supply. We're talking about vast forests of it, covering about 1 million hectares. It just paints a totally different picture of the country's landscape, doesn't it?
Okay, but it's super important to know that not all bamboo is created equal. Most of Africa's native species are what we call clumpers. That means they grow in these neat, dense, manageable clusters. This is totally different from the running kind you hear horror stories about taking over people's backyards. And that non-invasive nature makes Africa's bamboo a really ideal resource.
So, we've covered where it grows. But honestly, how it grows is where things get absolutely wild. Bamboo isn't just some tall grass. It is one of the fastest growing plants on the entire planet. Just look at this. A single shoot can literally rocket up to 25 feet in less than a month. It emerges from the ground already at its full thickness and then just shoots up to its full height in one single growing season. It's an explosion of life you could almost watch happen in real time.
I want you to really wrap your head around this number. 91 centimeters. That's about 3 feet. Certain species of bamboo have been recorded growing this much in a single 24-hour period. That's nearly 1.5 inches an hour. You could literally pull up a chair and watch it grow. It's just unbelievable.
Okay, so it's all over the place and it grows crazy fast. Cool facts, right? But so what? Why does any of this actually matter? Well, this is where the story pivots from just cool plant facts to real-world human impact. Because in Africa, bamboo is proving to be much more than a plant. It's a solution. And this is where its versatility really shines. It's like a Swiss Army knife of plants. Look at Ethiopia. They're using their huge bamboo resources to reforest land, while at the same time creating brand new industries. In Kenya, it's a fast-growing substitute for wood fuel, and its dense roots help restore fragile riverbanks. And in Malawi, one of the world's poorest countries, it's not just a new cash crop. It actually helps fight malaria by soaking up the stagnant water where mosquitoes breed. How incredible is that?
And this isn't just happening in a few places. This movement is spreading all over the continent. In Ghana, they're cultivating specific species to build new industries. In Uganda, entrepreneurs are making everything from building materials to something called bamboo vinegar. And in a really cool parallel to China's pandas, there's a unique mountain bamboo in South Africa that provides the essential food for the continent's own endangered mountain gorillas.
So, when you put all these pieces together, what's the big picture? It's pretty clear that this is way more than just some tall grass. From fighting poverty to restoring whole ecosystems, bamboo is proving itself to be one of the most valuable and versatile resources on the continent.
And really, it all boils down to one huge, important word: sustainability. Think about it. Trees can take decades, even a lifetime to mature. But bamboo? It can be ready to harvest in as little as 3 to 7 years. That insane regeneration cycle makes it a nearly perfect sustainable resource, giving us timber, fuel, and food without wrecking the environment for the future.
You know, it's funny, we're always looking for some high-tech, complicated new invention to solve the world's problems. But maybe, just maybe, one of the best answers has been here the whole time, just growing quietly in places we never even thought to look. The story of bamboo in Africa is this powerful reminder of nature's hidden potential. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing solutions are just hiding out there in plain sight?